Hey Siri,
Go ahead.
play the MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal.
Okay, here is the MRA podcast with Kyla and Kamal.
This is the Met Rights Activist Podcast, episode 29, where we focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a managed point of view. First of all, we want to thank our listeners, each and every one of you. Thank you for hanging with the fellas.
What up, everybody?
On today's show, will your wife ever be satisfied? Two big-time comedians complain about their ladies in their Netflix specials.
Hey, man, they benefiting from the cash. Let it be a part of the act.
Hey, Brad Pitt shows up to Jennifer Aniston's 50th birthday party.
Showing up to your ex's birthday party? Hey, he better man than me.
Kevin Garnett's wife wants spousal support even though they have a prenup. Can you do that?
Man, if you got the bombing lawyer.
And for some reason, Kamal and I break down Ariana Grande lyrics. All that and more right now. This is MRA Podcast for Kyle and Kamal. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
And we are saving relationships one listener at a time. Hey, man, we didn't talk about Valentine's Day last week.
Ah, man, I didn't have a good one.
You didn't have a good one?
Not
it was your
at
first
all.
one as
I know,
married
man.
again.
I know, man.
What happened, dog? How was the first
man.
one? Let's get the report live.
Oh, no. Here's the thing about it, man. I don't want to like, bum anybody out, but my son was in the ER.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, man. So I spent, no, as a matter of fact, no, the day before he went to the ER, and then he got admitted. So I spent all day in the hospital.
Damn. Sitting next to your son,
Yeah, you know.
holding his hand.
You know.
Basically.
Play some video games.
That's dope,
I
man.
beat him in Madden.
What an asshole.
Here's the crazy thing about it. I never played Madden before.
Never?
Nah, I beat the guy who's been playing for like 4 or 5 years.
Damn, man.
That means he truly sucks.
I should avenge his loss for the little homie, man. What a jerk, man.
Yeah, I beat him.
Did any part of you think, man, son, it sucks that you're sick, but at least I didn't have to buy nothing?
Yeah.
The ultimate excuse.
Yeah. I went in like, wow, man, I had a great day planned. I'm about to like air myself out because my wife listens.
Of course.
But, you know what I'm saying? She never asked the right question like, hey, are you gonna get a refund? Can you get a refund? Like,
You should have seen what I had
yeah,
planned
you
for
should have seen what I bought, man. I had this balloon ride I paid for, put a down payment on the.
Man, I use cash though, so you can't check. I use cash from.
Nah, man, but we were gonna. I was gonna take her just out to eat and go see one of those Valentine Day rom-coms.
Oh, one of those. What's the Mel Gibson remake?
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
How was it?
It was awful.
Oh, good. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it was truly awful.
Cool.
Not on some like I hate women comedies or what. It truly was just
Awful.
yeah, awful.
Yeah.
But see, the thing about like Valentine's Day, it's the 14th. My wife's birthday is the 28th. Like
Yeah, it's
2
coming up.
weeks later.
Well,
So I can't go ham on Valentine's Day and then 2 weeks later go hammer.
You actually have to. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's what I deal with. I got to deal with birthday. 1, 2, very very close to Valentine's Day. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, it's like, man, I can't.
And close to Christmas.
Yeah, because it's like you do something for Valentine's Day and then it's like, dude, 2 weeks later you got to top that. You have to top it.
Well, you gotta.
So I go low on Valentine's Day.
You should, but you gotta do something. You can't.
I do something. I'm just saying I go low.
Yeah, smart. You gotta hit a base hit for Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day. It's like the dunk contest. I don't start my first dunk with my greatest dunk.
Yeah, that was smart. The guy in the dunk contest.
Yeah.
He just did something to get it in there.
Just something something. So she's like, oh, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later,
Boom.
Golden Corral.
Hey guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it. I've been watching Netflix specials or listening to them.
Okay.
I watch them. I listen to them.
Yeah.
And I watched Fluffies, Gabriel Iglesias. I watched Ray Romano's as well.
Okay. I've never seen anything from Ray Romano. I never watched the show.
Mm-hmm. You never watched Everybody Loves Raymond?
Never seen an episode
Quality.
of Everybody Loves Raymond.
Quality.
I have never seen, like, during our whole stand-up, like, thing when everyone was getting their own sitcoms. Like
Yeah.
I'd seen Drew Carey, I'd seen Seinfeld, I'd
Yeah.
seen Paul Reiser, I'd
Yeah.
seen Tim Allen,
Yeah.
I'd seen Roseanne, I'd seen not Paula Poundstone, but Brett Butler.
Yeah.
I'd seen them all.
Yeah.
I'd never seen Ray Romano.
Man, you're missing out.
Yeah.
Missing out, man. Everybody Loves Raymond is a classic, dude. It's so funny. He's a lovable loser, and his wife is a bitch.
No.
But she's hilarious when she does it. It's, Patricia Heaton plays it well.
Okay.
But it's good, man. It's quality. But his stand-up is very similar. Lovable loser guy, can't win. But the thing I found curious about it was he was talking about how hard it is to get sex from his wife. And I was thinking, what? How is it? You know how much money Ray Romano made from that show?
Yeah.
I mean, he got in on in the 90s, late 90s, he did a set on Letterman, and Letterman loved his set so much that Letterman produced a sitcom for him.
Wow.
Yeah. Letterman's production company, Worldwide Pants, produced Everybody Loves Raymond. And he made a lot of money.
Yeah, because that was back in the day before all these different channels.
Yes.
So if you were like if you were in the top 10, that was at least 20, 25 million people watching you.
Yes.
Now, not so much because you got the cable shows and you got the internet.
The gold rush is over for
Yeah.
the comedian getting the sitcom. That gold rush is over. But Ray Romano got in at the tail end of the golden age of sitcoms, and he is paid. I mean, paid. I mean, hundreds of millions of dollars paid.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't believe that a man like that still has to deal with his wife not wanting to have sex. Like having an attitude about it.
Oh.
I was just like, how is that? And then Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias, one of the biggest comedians of our time, no pun intended.
Literally.
Yeah. And he talked about his lady having an attitude with him saying, do you think you can get better? What? What are you talking about? How in the... Yes, he can get better.
Yeah.
How does... I don't understand the thought.
Well, it's the arrogance. And so it's the arrogance of the spouse.
Yes.
I mean, she probably cooks. She knows his favorite meals. Whatever he likes in sex, she believes. Remember we talked about it like episode 1 or 2 about the super cooch. Every woman thinks they got it.
Oh, yeah.
So she believes she's got it because he has an orgasm each time they have sex.
Yeah.
Not realizing that he would probably have an orgasm every single time with
Anybody.
pretty much any woman.
Yeah.
Right? But she believes that she, gives him an orgasm, fixes his favorite, steak.
Yeah.
That she is the only one capable.
Or the best woman for the job.
Best woman for the job.
That's ridiculous to me.
Yeah, and even if she's got it, her replacement can be trained.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Even if she knows how.
Yes.
If she knows how, I'm the only one who knows how to make a steak. Well, you
Listen,
might be right.
Sentimentally, she can't be replaced. Sentimentally. Like, there's something about that person who's special. Now, that I'll agree. But if we just look at that relationship, right? Okay, yeah, Fluffy's a fat guy. Cool, whatever. That's a knock on Fluff. He's fat. Okay. But that dude is an earner. He's an earner. So you're telling me that you really think that your next dude is going to be funnier than Fluff? Going to make more cash than Fluff? Like, who do you really think your next dude is going to be?
Right.
Honestly, who do you...
It's the arrogance, dude.
Who is your next... Is your next dude going to be George Lopez? Like, do you really think...
It's the arrogance. Here's the thing about it. And this is, I guess... I'm going to blame us, guys.
Okay. Help us.
Well, because guys are always trying to, hit. They're always trying to smash. So
Yes.
It's a numbers game with a lot of us, right?
Yes.
So we're hollering at everything, right?
Yes,
so if we holler at 30 girls trying to smash, hopefully we smash, 1 or 2, right?
Yes.
But all 30 think
Yes.
because that guy tried to holler
Yes.
that they are the shit. individually.
Yes.
And they think that, oh, yeah, because a dude tried to holler at me at Ralph's today, I still got it.
Yeah.
Or I don't need this shit.
Yeah.
Motherfucker at Ralph's tried to holler at me.
Yes.
But he just tried to hit. He tried to smash.
Yes.
And they believe just because a dude is trying to smash,
Yes.
that guy is willing to settle down. And not just settle down, deal with all her shit.
Let me tell you why. When we come back, I'm going to tell you why they think that they can have somebody else so quickly. And I'm going to tell you I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay.
Ariana Grande. Yo, Kamal.
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man.
Okay.
A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this album. This thing is coming out. Eventually. You know, you got to finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually it's finally here.
Eventually it's finally arrived, man. And I was listening to it, man. This thing is funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about Chingy or nothing like that.
There is some dated jokes in there.
Yeah.
Like there's a reference to, it was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out. And I was like, wow, that's dated.
Okay.
But the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still.
Yeah,
Caitlyn. Is he
yeah,
Caitlyn?
He's Bruce in the
He's
album.
Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce, and this when I recorded this. But no, it's ready, man. It's out.
Okay.
It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called "Be a Man at All Times." Here's what the problem is, Kamal. Ladies are listening to Beyonce to the left. They listen to Ariana Grande hyping them up. Boo. Thank you. Next. I heard that song for the first time today, Kamal, because of your wife.
She's been on the Ariana Grande kick.
Is she?
Like, oh my gosh. She's like, this is great. And she almost committed blasphemy, saying it's better than Beyonce.
Oh my Lord!
And I think she caught herself.
She was like, it's better.
Yeah.
Let me have a seat. I've never heard her music before. I listened to it today because your wife sent me some song called Bloodline. And I guess in the song Bloodline, Ariana Grande says, even though you're bad for me, I know you're the one I'm thinking. Got me feeling so incredible. Would you mind maybe linking? And then she says, no, we won't be talking the next day. I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't looking for my one true love. Yeah, that ship sailed away. Okay, so that gets the ladies hyped up. I don't need no relationship. I just want to smash and leave. And they sound like us.
Right. I don't believe them.
No, I don't believe I don't believe at all.
Nah.
Because, first of all, I didn't realize that a dude wrote that song.
Yeah.
I mean, you know a dude wrote To the Left. That's
Oh,
Neo.
what? Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's Neo.
Oh, Neo.
Neo wrote that. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, you know why she sounds like a dude? Because a dude wrote it. That's why she sounds like a dude.
Right.
That's Neo's song. And if you listen to the cadence, you're like, oh, that does sound like Neo. That's how Neo writes. That's how we sing. Anyway, that's Neo. Point being, yeah, she sounds like us. And she got y'all hyped up thinking, yeah, you know, I'll move on just like a dude can move on. And that's cool. That's cool if you really can. Ariana Grande can.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande can go down the list.
And and for the job, she might have to because she's in a different city in different countries.
Yeah.
She's always on the move.
Yeah.
So she might have to.
Yeah, she can. Yeah. And Ariana Grande has a resume. First of all, she's a big time pop star, super attractive. And so after I heard the Bloodline song, you know, on YouTube, it's like, okay, who else? And then I saw Thank You Next, and I thought, ooh, that made me mad. Because then I started thinking about my dude, Pete. And
Pete Davidson.
Oh, yeah. You know that had to sting when you're heartbroken, man, and then your girl drops Thank You Next. How do you not listen? So then the song opens up. She says, thought I'd end up with Sean, but he wasn't a match. Wrote some songs about Ricky. Now I listen and laugh. Even almost got married. And for Pete, I'm so thankful. Wish I could say thank you to Malcolm because he was such an angel. Of course, I was like, ouch. And I didn't know who these people were. So I had to go to Cosmo. Cosmo explained it. They explained.
Oh, yeah, they'll break it all down.
They broke it down for me. So I didn't realize she was talking. Now, of course, the women listening were like, duh. But I didn't know. You know, come on, fellas in MRA, we don't always know this. So I guess she was talking about Big Sean when she said Sean. Mm-hmm. And I forgot they was together.
Yeah,
whatever. And then Ricky was the dude from the donut shop. Remember when she licked that donut and put it back, and people was outraged?
Okay,
that was one of her background dancers.
Okay,
that's
always. I'm always rooting for like the dancers. Like remember the one that hooked up with Jennifer Lopez?
Oh yeah.
I always like when they help.
Yeah, you know, gets to help themselves.
Yeah, it gets to work their way up.
I don't.
I like it
because the power structure is not good for him.
Hey man,
you can be fired, bruh.
Yes.
And you don't want
to... it's not going to last, but man, does he got a story to tell at the barbershop?
Does, man. He sure does. Because he's going back. He's going back down when they're done.
Yeah.
You don't upgrade from J-Lo.
Nah.
You can't. And
it's like you said, because like the power dynamic, it's not going to last.
No.
But for 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, man, he was riding shotgun in the lap of luxury.
That's how I feel about Fluffy's lady, though. You're not upgrading from Fluffy. It doesn't get better than Fluffy.
Yeah.
It's not getting better. You're not, who?
Yeah.
You getting with Kevin Hart? Like, who are you getting better than Fluffy? You know what I mean? Sebastian Maniscalco? No. You're not getting with Ricky Gervais. Like, I'm just thinking of the people in the top urban comedians. You're not getting better than Fluffy. And that's how I feel about Ariana's background dancer. He better know that Ariana is as high as you're ever going to get.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's good with that.
Yeah, and just understand it.
For 3 weeks, man, it was like I used to watch this show like called The Wire, and it was like a guy who's trying to be like the king of Baltimore drug thing.
Yeah,
and they were talking about like, wait, these all these kings they fell, not as he was like, but they got to wear the crown.
Ah. Are you yelling at your radio right now? You know, what the hell you saying? You wrong, Kyle.
You wrong, Kamal.
Yeah. Or right. That's what I'm talking about.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, then tweet us. Stop what you're doing unless you're driving. Stop what you're doing. Hit us right now. Respond to us. You know, just talk to us right now.
Let us know how you feel.
I'm at Kyle Irby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Or you can hit us both at the MRA Podcast and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man.
So we'll read it.
We might even respond.
And you just might hear it on the show.
Yeah, man. Be a celebrity for a day.
Yes, man. Just stop what you're doing. Hit us up, man. You'll get a response.
Yes, sir.
Could you imagine if Casper or if the background singer to Ariana Grande or background dancer had the audacity to say, "Do you think you can get better than me?" Could you? That's what these ladies said. You think you can get better? Yes. Will there be sentimental value? Of course. Ariana misses these guys. But come on, dude. But I don't know, man. The thing that bothered me about the Thank You Next is the Mac Miller reference. Because she says, you know, he was such an angel. Now, when they were together, it seemed to be a little tumultuous. But after he died, that was right around the time her and Pete Davidson broke up. And she said, "I adored you from the day I met you when I was 19, and I always will." She's with Pete at the time now. I can't believe you aren't here anymore. I really can't wrap my head around it. We talked about this so many times. I'm so mad. I'm so sad. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry I couldn't fix or take away your pain. I really wanted to. The kindest, sweetest soul with demons ever deserve. And yeah, that sucks when you're Pete and you hear your lady say that. You can't compete with a dead dude. Nah,
because you romanticize.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The dead people. It's like, man, you know, when Tupac died, all of a sudden he was the greatest rapper of all time.
Yeah.
It's like, where? I didn't know people thought. I didn't know that was the consensus.
Yeah, that's how it happens when you pass away.
Yeah.
If you can't compete with a dead dude. I had a girl one time that my rival to her died. Like, you know, it was like me and this guy would go back and forth with her. And once he died, that was it for us. Because it was like it was never the same. The rivalry wasn't the same. I felt bad. You know, you can't compete with a dead dude.
So you didn't spike the football?
I smashed one more time. But you know what? It didn't end so great. Because she almost in the middle, she just had to she started crying. I was like, this feels weird. Yeah, she started thinking about the dude. He had just died. I should have waited a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't like I was taking advantage.
But,
we always went back and forth.
You guys are a rivalry. He would have wanted you to keep the fight.
It was my turn.
Yeah, he would have wanted you to keep the game going.
That is hilarious, man. So just to close the Ariana Grande, she says, and Thank You Next, she says, "One day I'll walk down the aisle. Only want to do it once. Real bad. Gonna make that shit last." Okay. I don't know how people think. If there's all these guys, right? There's Big Sean, there's Ricky, there's Malcolm, there's Pete. How do you know if this next guy is going to last, if all these other guys don't last? And I'm really asking you, what do you think? How can you think that this special guy will last, but nobody lasts?
Well, I think it's the point in her life.
Mm-hmm. Ah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like LL Cool J. Mm-hmm. I think he's been married for like 20-something years or something like that. But, I mean, you couldn't catch... I'm sure she wasn't with him when he was 19.
I don't know about that. She might have been, though.
She might have been around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, when he's doing I Need Love and all that stuff, and he's doing he's the Ladies Love Cool J, and she might be around, but she ain't the only one.
It's timing.
Right.
Was what I'm hearing you say.
Hell yeah. You got to catch them at the right time.
Ladies are writing this down.
Yeah.
Write this down now.
So my first wife caught me. I was young, but I was kind of done with the rigmarole and clubbing and all of that stuff, man. I was done with it.
Yeah.
And she just happened to be like right there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not saying like I just looked at her and said, hey, I'll marry you. But it was like the time in my life, well, 6 months prior, a year, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she wouldn't have had a shot.
Maybe that's how Kevin Durant's wife got him. Kevin Garnett. Garnett's wife got him. Because Kevin Garnett, when we come back, we'll talk about Kevin Garnett's wife. She wants spousal support. And Kevin Garnett, I know my sister had a crush on Kevin Garnett for years. Like, women love Kevin Garnett. He has that thing, the chocolate hardcore. And so when we come back, we're going to talk about how that's going. You listen to the MRA podcast with Colin Kamau. Hey, what's up, man? I just had to take a time away from the podcast to let you know. If you want an MRA hat, you can get you one. You know why? Because we got them for sale. 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 You can get you one in red, blue, black, whatever you want. Just go to the website, themrapodcast.com. That is themrapodcast.com and get you one. Kevin Garnett's wife wants spousal support. Kamal Abdul-Jabbar. She must have caught him. She must have caught him at the right time in his life, because I know women love Kevin Garnett, and for him to say, "I'm done. I'm ready to get married," he was probably at the right time in his life. Now, the fact that they're getting divorced, I can only imagine that he probably had a relapse. He was ready to settle down, and then he realized a few years later, this is really tough to have to beg for ass when his ass is still being thrown at me.
Well, his playing career is over, right?
Yeah.
And so I know he works for like TNT. He's got his own little segment called Area 21.
Yeah.
And so he works with TNT now.
He has also his show on ESPN.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, with, am I thinking of the right person? Doesn't matter. I'll research it. Go ahead.
But,
he works with TNT.
Yeah, he works with TNT. So now he's like a TV star. It's a different type of groupie.
What do you say? Better, different? What are you saying?
It's just different.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. You don't get the 19-year-olds, the 25-year-olds. You don't get those, you don't get those chicks.
And you're right. I'm wrong. There's no, this show is on TNT. You're right. So keep going.
Yeah, you don't get like just the groupie just like throwing themselves at you. And now you might get the executive, the VP of development is into you.
Because he's got
like
the
that.
TV show.
Yeah, taking them out for drinks and discussing the show, and maybe the producer. So you get a different type of a chick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's probably, that you're impressed with her resume.
Yeah.
Like the basketball groupie, that's really just
Gets
the
old.
outer. That's just the shell.
Yeah, that's like Candy. It's just like
Right.
not Candy the woman. It's just like it's junk food.
Right. But
Basketball groupie is junk food.
Yeah, but then you get the executive or like who's flirting with you, or you fill in, and like the producer, and she's got a story to tell. How she came up in the industry and college and
You talking about
sorority.
pencil skirt lady,
right? And so it's like, and he didn't go to college. So it's like, this stuff is fascinating. I'm just saying, if he had a relapse,
Yeah.
if he had a relapse, it wasn't. He's been beyond the basketball groupie.
Yeah.
But now the VP or the executive, that allure, it's like, that's sophistication. It's like, I can see myself, not myself, but I can see KG like being interested in something different.
Kevin Garnett's wife is finer than a mug. When I tell you, when you sent me that article about them breaking up, I was like, Lord have mercy. She's fine. I think her name is Brandy Padilla. Cold sister, pretty hair, eyes, smile. You could see why when he met her, he was like, I gotta keep this one. I gotta wife this up. And that's a lot of times that happens. You meet one that just makes you feel a certain way, and in your mind you're like, I got to keep this one right here. Whether you're ready or not to keep her, you want to keep her. And sometimes that can lead you to doing things to keep her. To women trap dudes, but dudes trap women too. Yeah,
and she's here's the thing about it.
Go ahead.
It kind of runs in her family. Her sister is married to Jimmy Jam.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Jimmy Jam.
Jimmy Jam.
Oh wow, that's my guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like,
So, and what I'm hearing you say is they know how to find them.
Yeah. Well, no, when he moved to, when he's drafted by
Lisa
the Timberwolves.
Padilla. Oh my Lord.
I think he moved like next door to Jimmy Jam, and he was always over there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Lord have mercy. So, so Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, legends of Minneapolis. Kevin Garnett lived in Minneapolis. If you rank Minneapolis legends, you got Prince is number one. You got Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis will be 2 and 3. Morris Day's in there.
Somewhere. You're not at the top 5.
3 or 4.
KG might got
Alexander O'Neal's in there. And KG's in there.
Yeah.
So if you give Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis the same spot at number 2, I would give Prince number 1, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis number 2,
KG at 3,
KG at 3,
oh, yeah.
Morris Day at 4,
yeah,
and Alexander O'Neal at 5. Would you hate that list? Do you have a problem with Alexander O'Neal?
Nah. Where's Kirby Puckett? Kirby Bacon.
Kirby got to be in there. He's probably 5 or 6. But the point is, when you top 5 in your city's history, Lord have mercy. Yeah.
So So I mean, she was schooled by her big sis.
She was schooled by her mama. Okay,
mom raised him right.
Let's not waste our time with these sucker MCs. Let's get the cream of the crop. Wow, the Padilla women, I bet they mama fine in a mug. Some women that just age well, like Claire Huxtable.
She know what she doing. Like,
just cold, man. Jimmy Jam got this beautiful family. Yeah, buddy. I ain't mad at you, Jimmy Jam. Anyway, you got me all off base.
My bad.
This is why it makes more sense. Because Kevin Garnett, when he got married, article says he missed the Athens Olympics for his wedding. That made me mad, dude. Why? Why couldn't the wedding be at another time? But I guess the off season ain't that long. But did we have to put in the Athens Olympics?
I think he already had a gold medal. So to Brandy, is it Brandy?
Whatever her name is.
Yeah. Nigga, you don't need another one.
Maybe because as a man, the women value what you give up. They care about that. Like they want to know, what is the price you're paying for me?
They want to know that sacrifice that you made.
Oh, yeah.
It has to be tangible, something that they can see.
Yes.
Not like, emotionally I opened my... No. What did you give up that I can see? Even sometimes if I can hold it, I want to know.
Yes. So him not going to the Olympics could have been a game. It could have been some game. It could have been like he probably didn't want to go because he had already gone and he needed a rest. But he might have sold it as, if we get married in July, I'm going to have to miss Athens Olympics. And then she gave the sad look, but you worth it. She smiled. It's like, come on. Why don't you see the big picture? Anyway, I always wish the women saw would be like, what are you talking about? You don't miss the Olympics. That's going to help your legacy.
Right.
You're going to need that when you're retired, and you need to be able to say, I got such and such gold medals.
Yeah. He's first ballot Hall of Famer. Now, was the Olympics, when was this, 2004 or something like that?
Yeah, whatever.
Might not have been.
He might not have been, well, he was always, but still, it still helps on your speaking tour when you retire.
Yeah.
However many rings you got, it just helps.
The trophy room, just everything. The kids can be like, my daddy's a such and such.
When you speak on ESPN, they'll put Kevin Garnett, and then they put your stats right underneath you.
Yeah.
They put it right under there.
Definitely helps with the legacy.
It just helps. So another gold medal, 3-time gold medalist is better than 2-time gold medalist.
Oh, yeah.
And I always wish they saw that, but they didn't. She signed a prenup, but she still wants spousal support. I know you're not a lawyer. Like, shout out to our country lawyer, Harry Sutherland, on Sure London Radio. You're not a lawyer. But can you explain to me how she signed a prenup but still wants spousal support? How does that work, player?
Well, see, the thing about prenups, they can be null and void if somebody breaks the prenup or they violate, like get caught cheating. So if he had a relapse,
yeah,
you know what I mean? If the man had a relapse, and when she signed the prenup, when they get married, 2004 or something like that. Hey, man, circumstances change.
Oh, gosh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 14 years older. I can't go back into the workforce. I don't know.
How am I going to get Kirby Puckett?
Yeah, Kirby Puckett's dead. Yeah.
It's too late for me to get Kirby Puckett.
And the Minnesota scene's probably died down.
Yeah.
I'm too old for Andrew Wiggins. You know what I'm saying?
The next.
I'm too old.
Carl Anthony Towns ain't checking for me.
Yeah.
That's two light skins. Two light skins don't make it right.
Stephon Diggs is married. I don't know.
Yeah,
a football player. But yeah, man. So it's like, I got kids, and like, what am I supposed to do? Like, just move out?
Teddy Bridgewater left the city.
Right. Like, your pickings is slim.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't go to Chicago. I got Minnesota game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so she's like, hey, man, I know I signed that, but I thought this was forever. I never thought that, And the thing about the prenup, I used to think that a prenup was like, at the end of the day, in the relationship, I walk away with nothing, and whoever I walked into the relationship with, that's what I get. But no.
As it should be.
But when you're worth, I think at the time, Garnett might have had like a, $170 million contract at the time.
Yeah.
Nah, homie, if she walks in with nothing, that prenup where her lawyer, when they negotiate, is she's going to get a certain amount.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, that certain amount might have been good when she was 22, 23 years old in 2004.
Yeah.
But then with inflation and all that stuff, and he was like, that was $10 million. And she's like, I'll sign it. And then 15 years later, it's like, that's not enough.
Well, Kevin Garnett wants joint custody. And I know you know a little something about this. If he gets joint custody, does he have to pay child support?
Well, the reason why I didn't have to pay child support is because our salaries were on par.
Okay.
So I think, honestly, he's going to have to pay some type of support as far as like child support. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just because even if it's joint, when the kids go to mom, it's supposed to be like, like equivalent to my house, to the pop's house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So basically, they're not going to leave his mansion and go stay in her apartment.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Judge ain't going to allow that.
Yes, but the judge should allow that. Don't be mad at me because she didn't go to college.
Yeah, talk to your mom about
this. Listen. You want to eat gourmet? You eat gourmet at the Garnett house.
Tell the judge what you tell the judge.
Hey, that's your mama.
Yeah, tell the judge.
That's the mama you have.
Right.
Don't be mad at me because that's your mama. That is not my problem.
When we asked you who do you want to live with, you said it is you live about. You can call my lawyer right now and we can have a deposition. But so I think basically because his dough is so long that she might get the house. I mean, basically, like the living conditions have to be on par with each other. If a lawyer can write in and school me on it or correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that he's gonna have to pay a little. He's gonna have to pay something with the what is it called, joint custody. Now he won't get taken to the cleaners.
Yeah.
He won't be giving up like $10,000, $20,000, $40,000 a month.
Hopefully not. But he's going to have to pay something.
He's going to have to pay something just because, and hopefully it's enough where she could get a place.
Yeah, of course.
And that takes care of the spousal.
Hopefully. Well, when they break up, Ariana Grande and her man broke up, she wrote letters about her ex. Because sometimes the ex lingers in your heart. And sometimes you get over them. But when we come back, we got to talk about my main man, Brad Pitt. Because Brad Pitt showed up at Jennifer Aniston's 50th birthday party. We got to talk about the move, the chess move that Brad Pitt made. Right when we come back. Don't go away. Can I have your attention, please? We are trying to start a movement. You heard that right. We're starting a movement. We're doing something different here at the MRA podcast. We vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying, ladies? It ain't just fellas that listen to the show. Matter of fact, it's a majority women, but it's all good. I know you know somebody that fits with what we trying to do over here. So all we need you to do is send it to them. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? That somebody know how we get down here at the MRA show. It's really called the podcast, but I just wanted to rhyme no and show. You like Brad Pitt, dog?
That's my man.
Oh, good, man. Brad Pitt is a guy's guy.
Yeah.
He's just cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, too. Like, not a dick and nothing like that. Just a real cool dude.
Just a nice guy. He sees you, walk up to you, firm shake, Brad.
Yeah.
You know, real cool dude, man.
Yeah, you know, so as far as like the brothers go, man, he produces
movies with black folks in it.
12 Years a Slave. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's love, man.
Yeah.
But when you do that, when you show a pattern of respect for my people, black people get down with you.
Yeah.
So Brad Pitt's the man. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. You know, when Brad Pitt was with Jennifer Aniston, were you more team Jennifer Aniston or were you more team Angelina Jolie? Which one did you like Brad with better?
I'm gonna have to go with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Jolie just seemed like a wrecker.
Yeah,
yeah.
You never cheer for the home wrecker.
Yeah,
dude.
just the way. You know what? And it sucks because it's like with Jessica Rabbit was I can't help the way I'm drawn. Mm-hmm. Like she can't help the way she looks, but she looks. Yeah, like she just looks like she just snaked him.
She snaked him. It feels like she snaked him.
Yeah.
And as a guy watching from the sideline, I cheer for Jennifer Aniston because she may not have been the first. I mean, Gwyneth Paltrow was before her. Yeah. But I don't feel any sympathy for Gwyneth Paltrow. For some reason, I feel sympathy for Jennifer Aniston with Brad. And so I've been watching them, and I feel like America's been watching them. Yeah. And I'm watching the moves, and I'm really hoping they find their way back somehow. And Jennifer Aniston just turned 50. She had a 50th birthday party, and Brad Pitt pulled the ultimate player move. He rolled up in the birthday party, Kamal Abdul-Jabbar. Let me tell you why that's exciting to me, because that feels like the right chess move. First of all, he didn't show up early. He showed up kind of late. He walked in the building. You know everybody was like, "Ooh, look who showed up." And you know he couldn't have showed up when he was with Angelina. He couldn't have done it. And so now, you know, he walked in there as clean as possible, but not trying to look too clean. You know, he walked in there smelling as great as he could, with a little bit of funk in there, because sometimes women just love that natural man scent. He walked up to her. You know, he flashed that Brad Pitt smile, gave her a hug. And then the most important part is he dipped out. And he stay all night. You look like a sucker if you stay all night. Yeah. You got to dip out. You got to, you know, I would love to stay, but I got to go. And he disappeared. And when he disappeared, he had to make sure the paparazzi didn't see him. Yeah. He had to be snuck out. I just love the way he played that move, man. It felt like a good chess move. Well,
I don't think he wanted to be there in the first place. Oh. I think since the Jolie thing, they're probably talking and stuff like that. She invited him, and he did. Come on, man. I don't feel like having people talk. I don't. Please, it means so much to me.
You think she said that?
Oh yeah. No. So my man Brad showed up as a favor. Oh. Because man, he's a good guy. I'm a man of my word. I said, I was like, I'm here. Yeah. And show my face. Oh my God. And shaking, and then he blended into the background and broke out. Oh yeah. You know, you ever gone someplace you didn't want to go, but you go there just to show your face because you said you were going to go?
That's everybody's party.
Yeah.
It's every person's party. I was
going to go. Yeah. Like you did the
Dominique
homies. You did the Dominique homies baby shower.
Baby shower.
You went there just to say, hey, I'm here.
I walked in. I handed him his gift card. Yeah. I walked out, and I would have set a record time if your wife didn't slow me down.
Yeah, I mean, we were just about 4 minutes,
if that. The time it took me to park, walk in, find him, say what's up, dap, dip, I was about to set a record.
Yeah, because you were invited to the party. You were the baby shower. You were invited to hang out.
No. I mean, maybe I was, but I couldn't do it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So I believe Brad Pitt was invited. Just please, you don't have to stay long.
There's no way she said please.
He took it as.
There's no way she said please.
Oh yeah.
No, she floated it. Well, Brad, I'm having a party. I know you're kind of busy, but if you want to show up, y'all hit us up at Kyle Irby at Angry Kamal. What do you think? Am I right? Is he right? What do you think how it happened? Did she beg him to come, or did she float it? I happen to think she floated it. I think she floated it, and I think he's thought this is an opportunity for an advertisement because that's what it is at the end of the day. McDonald's is number one because of advertising. Coca-Cola is number one for advertising. So sometimes when you want somebody, you got to drop a little commercial on them. You drop a little. That's that old Facebook. How you doing? The Facebook like. Hit that like and let them think. And that's just a little advertisement. That's all it is. Just a little billboard. I think he showed up as a billboard to say, "Hey, Brad Pitt's here." Just to put that on your mind because you know that just like we're talking about it. Her and her best friend talked about it that night and afterwards.
Oh, she invited this man when this crazy thing happened with Angelina Jolie, this ugly divorce. She was like, yeah. She was the happiest woman alive.
Absolutely.
There's nobody happier to see somebody break up than the dude's ex.
Oh, yeah. The one that you got done dirty for?
Yeah. Oh my God.
She is excited.
Yeah, she was excited. Loving every minute of it.
Oh, yeah, she loved it.
And if she got him on the phone, they were talking about it. I'm sure she was so giddy.
Oh, my God. But do you think she let her giddiness show?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, she's a good actor. However, that stuff is just natural, man. It's like, then, there she said this. What? Oh, my God. Oh, yeah,
now, do you think she might have acted petty? Because, she could still be mad about what happened back in the day.
Petty towards Jolie
towards Brad Pitt when she found out, or do you think she took the high road and was like, "Hey, I'm sorry"?
No, I don't think she's petty at all because he's there. I think if he sensed any pettiness, he would. I mean, no obligation for this man to show up.
No, none.
So I think basically in this story, Angelina Jolie is the villain.
Yes,
and he can act like, "Hey, man, she played me, she duped me."
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I was tripping.
Yep.
I told you stay home. I told you.
Lying.
Sheesh. Man, I got a uncle who's my uncle who has a baby. Whatever. 30 years later, one of his kids' moms was like, "I told you, never should have left."
Now, did he ever get back with the girl? The OG?
No.
Why you tell the story then, dog?
But basically, she still felt.
You have been thinking it's about to be a happy ending for him, dude?
Oh, but I think he did link up with another one.
Another pass.
Yeah.
Resume.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like when he shook everything, he finally
got free.
Yeah, he had options. Nice. His options were like from his old resume. Yeah. Yeah, 35, you know what I'm saying, 40 years ago.
That's usually where people go.
He still had action.
That's funny how that works, huh? All right, guys, now it's time for the lesson of the day. You got to know who's on your woman's resume because I'm telling you right now, when y'all break up, that's where she's going.
Yeah.
She's going to an old Facebook friend. She's going to an old high school mate. And you got to understand that. And you better know who your woman is because when we get back, we're going to talk about this Dear Irby letter that's already got Kamal and I bubbling brown sugar. You got to hear this. You listen to the MRA podcast. Hey, Kamal, we got listeners all over the world now, man.
Yep.
And I was wondering, man, what the people do while they're listening to our show. I know we got a guy in the Navy who's in Spain. He listens. We got a lady that drives a Lyft. She listens while she's driving her Lyft and has her customers listen too, which is absolutely hilarious. Cat in Brooklyn listens while he delivers some fish. Okay. We want to know from other people, man, how do you listen to our show? What are you doing? Hit us up on the social media. I'm at Kyle Irby.
I am at Angry Kamal.
And let us know what you're doing when you listen to our show. Kamal, what are you doing when you listen to the show?
Man, I'm usually chilling, man. I take the train to get my son from school.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. So I get the headphones headphones on and I'll listen to it front and back. The problem is I'm coming back. He wants to talk. I'm trying to listen. So I have to, try to act like I'm paying attention to him. I'm really listening to my words of wisdom.
That's good, man. Yeah. Pretend like you're listening to your son while you're listening to the podcast. That's one way to do it. I usually listen to while I'm cleaning the house, man. I picked... Well, go ahead.
Domestic work?
Yeah, man. Oh, come on, dude. I wish I didn't have domestic work, but yeah, man. I usually listen to if I'm washing the dishes or folding laundry. I listen to any kind of thing that I don't have to think.
Yeah,
and I just get to listen. But I want to know what are the people listening? What are y'all doing? Let us know. Let's get into this, Dear Irby.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I don't know how else to say this, so I'll just get right to it. I'm cheating on my boyfriend. Been doing it for a while. I've tried living faithfully and it makes me miserable, so I won't do that to myself. My guy doesn't have to know, and frankly, he's one of those men who doesn't want to know. So I don't tell him. Okay, the reason I'm reaching out. I've noticed every time I'm either about to or just came from my other guy's house, I pick a fight with my man to justify my actions. I know both of you have confessed to stepping out in the past, so can you relate? If so, what should I do? I love your show, gentlemen. I pass it on to some of my girlfriends. They can't handle your brutal honesty, but I love it. Okay? I hope you get to my email. I'm listening. Thank you, Shannon from Boston. Go Pats. Boo. What do you think, Kamal?
First of all, I got a bone to pick from Shannon from Boston.
What happened?
She says that I confessed to stepping out. Mm-hmm. I need to see those transcripts.
Hilarious.
I don't think I confessed to anything.
Never in life?
No, well, not that.
Okay. Well, do you have? Well, I'm gonna put you on blast. I'm about to put you on blast. Do you have any on your resume of stepping out in your entire career? Have you ever stepped out?
Hey, listen, man. I don't like this interrogation. I don't like where this is going. I'm here. I am here to answer this young lady's Dear Irby question.
Hey, listen, man. You think I drove all the way down here to be interrogated on a show with my own name on it?
Yeah, to be interrogated.
Right? My name's on this show, too. You know how to, but what you not going to do? About to play me in front of the world. We got listeners all over the world. We got Pablo in Spain. You think I want Pablo knowing my...
I am a stand-up guy.
I hear you. Stand-up comedian.
Yeah, I'm a stand-up guy. I'm going to leave it at that.
All right, well, sorry.
You know what, though, man? I got another bone to pick with Shannon.
Okay, what is it?
I don't mind the... She says she tried living faithfully. She can't make her miserable. Yeah. I understand, like, if something that she's trying to do, she, society tells her to do, and it doesn't work for her.
Yes.
I get all of that.
Okay.
I understand her need to, like, go out and see. I guess she's got a particular guy.
Yes.
That she sees. Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. My
problem lies with her picking a fight with her guy. You know what I'm saying? I got a major problem with that. Because this poor guy,
yes,
is just doing this thing, and you're picking a fight with him.
Yes,
an argument that's unwarranted. It's unjustified. And he's like, what the hell did I do? And he's going through this emotion. He's yelling. He might be cussing and stuff like that. He's stepping out of character for something he knows he did not do. And that's probably driving him crazy because here's the thing about it. When you argue with somebody, the goal for both of you, each person's goal, the goal in the argument is to have the other person say, you know what, I didn't see it that way.
Nice.
Wow, okay. I was tripping.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. That's the goal for each person. You're trying to get somebody to see your point. Now, you might yell about it, whatever, but just trying to get them to say, oh, wow, I'm sorry you felt that. I didn't know. My bad. I'll change.
Yes. Oh, please.
But when somebody's picking a fight with you, they don't even believe in the shit they're saying. So you'll never get that, I was tripping, I'm sorry. I didn't see your point. As a matter of fact, they're going to double down on bullshit. Which, if it's coming out of left field, this guy, this poor husband, is driving him crazy.
Oh, wow.
Because he's like, what the fuck? I didn't do nothing wrong. What are you saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure, like, the arguments, You know, she's probably contradicting herself. Wait,
Yeah.
but this time you said,
Wow.
and it's driving this man crazy. A lot of emotion swirling on through this man unnecessarily. You don't have to justify it, Shannon. If you're gonna do it, just do it. You don't have to pick a fight with this man. Like you said, he doesn't want to know. He doesn't want to know. Keep your game tight. Come home after you done did your dirty work and make this man his favorite meal. As a matter of fact, when you come back, he should be like, wow, thank you. Go away again. Not like when he sees you coming back and like, you know what I'm saying? You're the one doing the dirt. Don't compound it and make it worse by picking a fight with this guy who's obviously did nothing wrong. Man,
you are come out when we come back. I'm gonna give mine, but that was so good. All right, I'm gonna give mine when we come back.
All right.
Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friends some entertainment to make that commute a little easier, or gives them some company on a workout, or while they're cleaning the house, so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. Come on, you are amazing, dog. That was such good insight. I don't know if it's because you was mad.
I was mad.
That was so good, man.
Because I've had people pick fights with me, and I'm starting to wonder, like, hey, man,
what is that about?
Yeah.
Well, man, Kamal, I think I resonated with this letter because I have been a fight picker in my past, and in hearing your insight has made me realize how much I got to be better at that. It's something I'm working on. I'm working on doing things out of love, everything. And I'm struggling with that. Like, let me give you an example. Sometimes my chick, when she gets mad at something, let's say my daughter goes to gymnastics, right? And it starts getting expensive. Once my chick decides that it's too expensive, she'll start looking for reasons why that gymnastics sucks. And she'll start making the gymnastics company her enemy in her mind, so that she can justify leaving. And what I try to tell her is they don't have to be ain't shit. I'm trying to get to the place where you don't have to be an enemy gymnastics company. You could still be amazing. I'm just not messing with you. And sometimes it's hard to say you're amazing, but, you know, like if you want to leave a job, sometimes you make this job the enemy. And I'm trying to get to the level where I could say, no, this job is amazing. I love this job.
It ain't for me.
Just not for me. That's very hard for people to do.
Right.
So for Shannon, I think she's struggling with the fact that she knows she wants some, D on the side. And as much as that hurts my ego to hear, I understand it. But I think she's struggling. Shannon, I think you're struggling with who you are. And I think you need to work on that. First of all, I hate to hear that you're stepping out, even though, I've done it. Kamal hasn't, or Kamal doesn't compliment me on it. I'm going to admit I've done it. And I understand it. I understand your point of view. I understand why. But what I'm going to tell you, because what was her question? Can y'all relate? That was her question, right? I can relate, but I'm going to tell you that you need to work on doing everything you do with love. So if you really believe that you're doing the best thing, your right thing, what Kamal said, nailed it. Try to understand that what you're doing is the best for you, and it could be the best for your guy. Even though I don't want to think about it like that, but it could be, because if you're leaving and getting your needs met help, it could be a positive. So try to sell it as a positive. Come back happier. Don't come back grumpier. Go out to it happier. Because we have to work on not making somebody a bad guy just because don't make him the bad guy just because you need what you need. Don't start blaming him. Don't start coming. And that's something I have to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, don't start making this person a bad person. Don't make the gymnastics company a bad person just because you realize you want something different or an addition to, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I concur, man. Especially if he's clueless. Yeah. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You You know, you come home happy in a better mood. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy rung your bell, you're in a better mood. Man, do something nice for this guy. You should be happier, not more miserable.
But at the same time, you don't want to have a tale. You don't want it to look like you're feeling guilty. So you're coming back with like gifts every time you, because that's gonna make you look real guilty. But yeah, you definitely shouldn't be. What?
But he might not be tripping. She says I don't tell him, and he doesn't want to know.
Yeah.
So he's probably not asking. He's not checking phones and stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shannon's probably amazing. Mm-hmm. To him, he probably thinks, man, I hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
With Shannon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy. I'm lucky to be.
I'm lucky to have her.
Right. And especially, I'm thinking that she's probably is the A side in the relationship. Because,
what does A side mean?
Like basically you have an A side and a B side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She's the first single. You know what I'm saying? She's beat it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he's probably lady of my life or something like that.
Okay. So in other words, she is probably the catch.
Right.
Okay, got it.
Because if she's just picking fights with him, and he's sticking around, and he's not leaving.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, she's
school us, brother, because you on fire today. We're gonna let you. We're gonna set ISOs. I'm gonna set the screen. We're gonna get you to rock.
No, I'm saying she's probably So he's probably just thankful to be with this person. And I don't know if Shannon's settled or whatever. Yeah. And she probably, obviously, she says she's been doing it for a while. She's trying to live faithfully. It makes her miserable because she's probably had options.
Yeah.
And he probably had too many options.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, man, he's probably just taking the world of shit and just dealing with it just to be with Shannon.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Shannon, you ain't got to do that to the poor guy, man.
I think in conclusion, what we're saying is be better.
Yes.
If you feel the guilt coming, and how could you not feel the guilt coming? I think maybe if you just took the time to be, and this is going to sound crazy, but be thankful for what you have, thankful for the opportunity for the new. I mean, like I said, I really wish you didn't have a situation where you had to sneak. I wish you had a situation where everybody really was cool with it. Because that would be nice if you really didn't have to feel like, you know, because it sounds like you got some guilt. And if you had a partner that didn't make you feel bad for being who you really are, I don't think you would have to feel this kind of guilt. So I don't want to blame your partner, but I'm just going to say, Shannon, I'm hoping that in the future, if this crumbles, that you can find a better match. Like Ariana Grande said, Big Sean wasn't a good match. That you can find a better match that will allow you to be who you really are, and you won't have to feel guilty about being who you really are, who you really want to be.
Like the guy from last week had the two.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was kind of thinking, yes, he had a better situation than Shannon does.
Yeah, he had two chicks.
Yeah.
They knew about each other. Yeah. Now, you know, they was beefing along.
Yeah. Maybe in the next one they'll get along.
Yeah.
But you can always just try to know, you got to know what's more ideal. Hey, what's up, y'all? If you like this show, you want to help us offset some of these costs, man, you feeling the need to donate, then do just that. Go to www.patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast. That is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal, and you can find us at Patreon. Or you can catch us in the street and just be like, hey, man, I love y'all. I want to bless you with some cash and put some dollars in our pocket. You can do that. Or you can hit us on Venmo. Find our names and just, you know, bless us with dough on Venmo. Or you could pray for us. Do that too. But we prefer cash. If you guys have a Dear Irby letter, send us an email at dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That is Dear Irby @themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
Twitter at ABKamal.
I am at Kyle Irby, at the MRA Podcast, where you can find us both. Also, we have the MRApodcast.com. There's KyleIrby.com, where you can see some of my videos, some of my commercials, things like that. Hey, ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MRA.
You two always tell me exactly what I need to hear. That is my favorite podcast.